The White House is set to ask Congress for a payroll tax cut and economic assistance to hourly workers to help those hurt financially by the coronavirus, as new cases continue to pop up across the country.
We're going to be meeting with House Republicans, Mitch McConnell, everybody, and discussing a possible payroll tax cut or relief.
Financial experts saying the relief could be a boost to public confidence.
Yeah, it would make a difference. It's going to hurt. Now it's beginning to hurt the economy in a bigger way. That will make a huge difference.
Stock markets in Asia recovered some of their losses today following their worst day since the 2008 financial crisis. Oil prices also bounced back from a record-setting fall. The Dow falling more than 2,000 points Monday, triggering a halt on trading for the first time in 2 decades after the market plunged 7%.
The markets over time have, up until now, always recovered. It might not be next month or next quarter, but we need to keep, if it's for retirement purposes, we need to keep that long-term picture in mind.
In the U.S., coronavirus cases now surpassing 700. In Washington, the president's chief of staff, Mark Meadows, self-quarantines after possibly coming into contact with a person infected with coronavirus. Several other Republican lawmakers who met with the president also quarantining themselves out of an abundance of caution. Meanwhile, the streets of Florence practically empty this morning after the Italian government placed the entire country of some 60 million people under quarantine. Overnight, residents of the Italian capital stood in long lines stockpiling food as schools, universities, restaurants, and all social gatherings banned until April 3rd. 9,000 cases of the coronavirus have been confirmed in Italy. 463 people have died so far, the largest numbers outside of China. Israel is taking the unprecedented step of quarantining all international travels for 2 weeks upon arrival.
Here at Tel Aviv's Ben Gurion Airport, you can see the impact. Normally, there would be thousands of travelers coming and going through Israel's main international airport. Now it's nearly deserted.
In Wuhan, China, the epicenter of the virus outbreak, some patients who had the most severe cases now recovering. Beijing saying its efforts to control the virus are working, as government officials reported the lowest number of new cases since January. Chinese President Xi Jinping visiting medical workers and patients in Wuhan for the first time today, a signal perhaps that the country has finally brought the outbreak under control.
But if we can see a country have more than 80,000 cases, now start to see a decline, that is more than hope. That is evidence, of showing that this can be done.
George Thomas, CBN News.